Guys, do keep in mind this best class setup video for Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is in theory, although I do think that it is a very good class setup. I would love for you guys to check it out. Let me know down in the comments what you guys would change and use from this class setup. So without further ado, let's get into this intro with this guy's very sexy voice. I'll see you guys in the video. Hey, how's it going, guys? Thank you all so much for tuning back into the channel. Today I have the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video. So in today's video, I'm going to do a prediction on what I think is the best class setup for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now, I've seen all of the videos there possibly is on YouTube and online about Black Ops 3. So believe it or not, even though I haven't played the game, I know a lot of the perks and things like that. Plus, I have everything here on my screen. And I know this is only a theory, but the reason I'm doing this is because I want to get you guys involved and see how you guys think and what you guys basically would put on your class setup. And as well as I want to have this video on my channel. And then once the beta comes out, I want to go ahead and use this class setup that I'm going to be making and see how it, actually plays out as opposed to the best class setup that I'll be using once I'm actually playing the beta. So this is going to be basically a group thing. So I want you guys to list in the comment section below once this video is over what you would put in your class setup, as far as your weapons, attachments, and perks and things like that. So let's get into it. Now, when it comes to a best class setup, obviously the thing that matters the most, or one of the things that matters the most, is basically your weapon. And obviously you choose this depending on what play style you have. If you're a passive player, more like a rusher and things like that. Now, the best weapon in Black Ops 3 right now, according to the rumors for the people that actually play the beta, is the XR-2, and it is a 3-round burst assault rifle, strong damage with a fast burst cycle rate. It kind of reminds me of the weapon from BO2, which is the M8A1. It was a burst fire weapon, but if you had a fast trigger finger, you could literally turn it into a fully automatic weapon. Now, they compare it to the M16, the FAMAS, and things like that from MW2, maybe because it's really strong. It probably is even better than the M8A1. So this is probably the weapon that I would go for, simply because I tend to be a rusher sometimes, but most of the time I like to play a little bit more passive depending on how I'm feeling. But I would say 80 to 20% chance I'm mostly a passive player. So definitely the weapon of choice that I would pick would be the XR-2. So next up here is the attachments, and even though we could put a whole lot of attachments now in all these weapons as opposed to the previous Call of Duties, I really wouldn't go ahead and get happy with just putting, overloading my weapon full of attachments, because then that kind of makes me miss out on some perks and things like that, because perks actually help you to play a little bit more defensive. They kind of help you towards your defensive side of a player, and then when you have like a lot of attachment, things like that, you become more of an offensive player. So defense is just as important as offense. So the first attachment that I would put on this weapon would be the stock attachment, simply because it is a burst fire weapon. And whenever you don't have stock and you're shooting 3 bullets at a time, it becomes a little bit more difficult. So stock actually allows you to stray from left to right, and obviously makes your aim that much easier. And then grip will be actually to just kind of control the accuracy a little bit as far as recoil goes. And obviously those two in combination with a burst fire weapon are pretty much golden. And then of course, going down into the class setup, there's optics, because now optics are actually separate aside from attachments. And I would be probably picking the red dot sight, which in this game I believe is called the reflex sight, but works just the same way. Now that's already 4 points into my creative class system, and we have 6 more points to finally complete this actual class setup. So moving into the tier 1 perks, we have here flat jacket, blind eye, ghost, blast suppressor, afterburner, and overclock. To be a little bit more on the defensive side, I would pick ghost, because you cannot be detected by enemy UAVs while moving, planting, or defusing bombs, or while controlling score streaks. So that's actually pretty good. And then blast suppressor removes all minimap indicators from when you're using your thrust pack. Now, even though you're not going to be using your thrust jumpers and things like that as much as you are in COD AW, it is still nice to be invisible on the UAV whenever you are using, especially when using them to flank enemies and things like that. So that's already 2 more points into the creative class system, so that's 6 points that were into this class, and we have 4 more available. Moving down into the tier 2 perks here: hardwired, scavenger, fast hands, tracker, anti-op, and cold-blooded. The number 1 perk that I would use out of this list, even though there's a few good ones, I would probably use for this class setup fast hands, because it allows you to swap weapons faster and aim faster after sprinting. Reset the fuse when throwing back the frag grenade. So that now is 7 points into the creative class setup. We have 3 more, and then obviously tier 3 perks, here we go. We have engineer, dead silence, awareness, tactical mask, gun-ho, and 6 sense. I would pick that silence just because it's going to reduce sounds of your movements. Black Ops 2 description: move silently, basically. Now in this game you have awareness also, which you can basically sound whore. This is not going to be a sound whoring class setup, so there really isn't no need to put awareness. I think that if you had to pick between one or the other, dead silence or awareness, I'll probably pick dead silence, because dead silence, you can't hear footsteps as loud. You can still probably hear them unless they have dead silence. But if you just have awareness, then you're, you know, everybody can hear you, you know. So if you have dead silence, at least nobody can hear you unless they have awareness. And to be quite honest, I doubt that a lot of people are going to run awareness in this game because not everybody has headsets. So now I do have one more point left, but I am going to probably be needing it since I actually you know, equipped it 2 perks in tier 1 perks. I picked Ghost and Blast Suppressor, so I'm probably gonna go ahead with a wild card that actually, you know, the perk 1 greed, I'm sorry, which probably is gonna allow me to have 2 perk slots in the tier 1 perks category. So that is my class setup, and that's what I think is going to be a very good class setup. Now there is more class setups, a lot more ideas that I have, but obviously I'm not gonna go ahead and do that because I haven't even played the beta yet. But this is my first class setup, my first theory prediction of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 best class setup video. Let me know in the comments what gun you guys would use according to the gameplays you guys have seen, which perks, attachments, and optics, you know, wildcards you guys would put on your best class setup video. There's a lot of great things that you can do with these classes because you have so many, you know, just choices. Even with the attachments, you can put so many attachments on one weapon, it's insane. But remember, I don't always think that, you know, offensive is a great thing because you also need some defense, and that's where the tier perks come in, you know. So let me know in the comment section what you guys would do to this class setup. If you guys like it, if you guys change it, let me know down in the comment section below. So if you guys are new to this channel and did enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more daily Call of Duty videos. I'll check you guys later. Peace out, guys.